Hey everybody, what is up and welcome back to part 2 of us exploring the scary, haunted hotel that we explored. This video is going to be scary despite my energetic and happy mood right now. But really quick, I just want to say I got kind of like a new background, and like I know I really film like everywhere and I take my camera with me whenever I film, but this is like one of my new backgrounds. Look at it really quick. Do you like it? I actually love it. Me and Zach put it together all today and it's so nice. So I hope you guys like it. I have a pumpkin there, so I'm really full-spirited and Halloween-y, so you can't say anything. I'm trying. And it was like $20, that pumpkin, so you better freaking like it. In this part of the collab, just like the LA Zoo collab for the second part, Loey and Hailey weren't actually in it. Loey, as well as me and Hailey, but mostly Loey, wound up getting a really bad feeling while we were at the hotel, so we wound up leaving and not being able to film my portion. I was like, you know what, I'll just sit in my room. You guys can watch this last after you watch theirs, so it'll be kind of like a come down from the spooky and the creepy. You can sleep well after watching this. It'll be less scary than the first part. In this part, I'm going to be telling you guys all of the creepy stories of all of the employees who work there. I'm saying all, but I definitely don't mean all. There's so many more that I could do another story time on, but these are just the ones that I got from the one employee I spoke to. As you guys know, one of my really good friends works at the hotel, so I got these stories from her, and I can go back and talk to a bunch of the other employees and get all their stories and put them in a story time for you guys. So if you want me to do that, give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe so you see it when I do that, and subscribe for all my other funny content and spooky content and any content that you want, because I will do anything you guys want me to. You know that. Oh, okay, one more thing. I know you guys made the name like Fandrews for yourself, but I was thinking of calling you guys the Androids, because I kind of get weird like calling you guys like fans, like, and I know it's Fandrews. Leave a comment down below what you think. I'd like to call you guys the Androids. Growing up, whenever I thought about having a following, I always wanted to call them the Androids. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Comment Androids if you want Androids, or Fandrews if you want Fandrews. I really hope you guys like Androids, because I would love to call you that. But yeah, sorry for the long intro. I think that's it. If you guys like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe like always. Thank you so much. And yeah, let's get right into the creepy and spooky stuff. So when I first got to the hotel, I met up with my friend who works there, and she took me to one of the courtyards in the hotel. There's a few tables so you can sit out there if you want, but there are multiple doors from the hotel leading into this courtyard from different areas of the hotel. So we were sitting there eating, and one of the first stories she told me was a story about two of the doors leading into this courtyard. I know I'm saying the word doors a lot, but there are two doors that are facing each other, like they're across the courtyard from each other, and one leads into the bar area and the other leads into that really haunted room that I said that they don't really sit too many people in because it's so haunted. And they are facing each other. One day my friend, as well as a few of the bar regulars and bartenders and servers, were working. Everyone was just sitting there casual. Let me just remind you that it was a normal day outside. It was a nice day. It wasn't storming or anything, not windy, nothing. They were all sitting there, and all of a sudden they all felt like a chilling cold breeze come over them, and they started looking at each other and wondering where this breeze was coming from. There's no air vents, nothing, you know, it's a 300-year-old hotel. And again, these are the people who work there and bar regulars, so they're always there. They know, you know, they would know if a cold breeze was coming, like they would know where it was coming from. They all started looking at each other and saying, oh my god, it just got so cold in here, and it also felt like a breeze coming from a certain direction. All of a sudden, while they're all talking about how cold it just got, the two doors that were facing each other in the courtyard slammed open. They're all sitting at the bar. One of the doors slammed open, and they could see through the windows that the other door across the courtyard also slammed open at the exact same time, you guys. Like, the exact same time. And there are multiple witnesses. There are the bartenders who work there, the servers who work there, and multiple bar guests and people who were dining there. Slammed open at the same exact time, and within like maybe 3 seconds, they slammed shut at the same exact time. And they all just sat there like shocked, not believing what just happened, because it wasn't the type of thing where they kind of just like, the doors like clicked open. No, like they slammed open, slammed the walls, and then slammed shut. I think that's crazy, because not only did my friend see it, but some other people I know saw it, as well as so many bar regulars and people who were dining there. I think that is crazy in itself, but there are more stories, so don't you worry. The next story is nuts. I cannot believe it actually happened. At this hotel, they do a lot of weddings. Like, almost every weekend I see a wedding going on there. It has a lot of ballrooms in the dining area, so it's just very known for doing weddings. This one took place about 10 years ago. There were two guys who always worked the front desk overnight, because don't forget, this is a hotel, it's 24 hours. Let me remind you that every single other door in the whole hotel to get in is locked every single night. The only door you can get in through is the front door, which is directly next to the front desk. One day, they were scheduled for a wedding. Let's just say it was a Saturday. They were scheduled for a wedding, so on the Friday night, the whole entire staff went in and set up the entire ballroom for this wedding. The ballroom is for about 150 people, so the staff really worked hard setting up the tablecloths, the tables, the silverware, the plates, everything. Basically just setting it up entirely for a wedding. Like, you know, I'm sure you guys have all been to a wedding. If not, you know the gist of it. They set up the whole entire ballroom for a wedding. They spent hours and hours doing so. After the hours of work that the staff finished, they all went home and expected to return the next day to the set ballroom and just, you know, do minor stuff to get ready for this wedding. However, when the staff came in the next day, the whole entire ballroom was unset. Like, every little thing was put back where it went and where it goes, and nothing in this ballroom meant for 150 people was set. Now, what's crazy about this is, I mean, you guys saw when I was filming there, I was there at around 3 a.m. At night, it is pitch black there. It's pitch dark. You can hear a pin drop. I mean, it is quiet as anything. The overnight guy who worked the front desk, who people knew very well, he would have heard someone unsetting a ballroom for 150 people. It's something that not one person could have done. They needed the entire staff to set up the ballroom. It's not like one person could have just unset it. How did the guy at the front desk not hear everything being unset? Like, it would just be impossible. Glass, silverware, doors opening. I mean, it's 300 years old. Everything's creaky. He did not hear a single sound the whole entire night. And that is just crazy to me because, like I said, every single door was locked. There's no way anyone else got in, and he was awake the whole time, obviously. The ballroom was right next to the front desk. Like, it was pitch black in there the whole time. He would have seen something, you know what I mean? So that is just literally insane to me. And then actually, someone came in recently while my friend was working there and said that they used to work there about 10 years ago and told this story to her. She already knew the story from working there, and it was just crazy validation to her that someone came in and told the story because it just validated it. It's not like the few people who still work there from 10 years ago are lying, you know what I mean? Till this day, it is unexplained, and none of them have no idea how it happened. The next one is, I feel, everyone's favorite typical scary story that would happen in like a scary movie. It's literally just chilling. When you have a wedding at this hotel, everyone goes and sleeps in the rooms that night, and then the next day you wake up and the hotel serves everyone from the wedding breakfast. This actually happened while my friend worked there. The next morning, as they were serving everyone from the last night breakfast, there was a child from the wedding who was just acting extremely like hyperactive. He was running around, kind of just like causing a disturbance to everyone, breaking things, like things on the shelves, just knocking them down, tripping on like chairs as he was running around, just being completely hyper and getting yelled at a lot by his parents. You know, just how typical young kids act. He's running around and his parents were doing something at the front desk. I don't know if they were checking out or what they were doing, but the kid was just causing a disturbance in the front area. As he's running around, all of a sudden he just came to like a crazy stop and was just staring through one of the windows into another room. Everyone kind of looked at him and waited a few seconds, and then his mom was like, "We'll call him Andrew." His mom was like, "Andrew, what are you looking at?" And he just wouldn't answer. Everyone who was there, like the workers, his parents, a few other people from the wedding, everyone was just like silent, waiting. Like, what was he staring at? You know, people were nervous. They didn't know what was happening to him. Finally, he answered, and what he said was he was staring at the woman in the white dress through the window. So, I love that. Of course, there's always gotta be a woman in a white dress everywhere. What is crazy is that most of the people who have stayed in this haunted hotel and experienced the hauntings say that there is not a woman in a white dress, but a woman in white. Some have seen her in a dress, some just say she's in white. There's no specifics to it, but there's always just a woman in white haunting the people of this hotel. There are many spirits haunting this hotel, but that is, I think, one of the most well-known ones of the people who stay there. So that's insane that this young kid who was just being crazy, knocking things over, breaking things, just stopped dead in his tracks and stared and said that he was staring at a woman in a white dress through the window. So I love that. Last but not least, the next story is about my favorite, the secret underground tunnels that I want to say we found under the hotel just to sound cool, but we didn't find them. Obviously, the hotel knows about them. Oh my god, literally drink every time I say hotel. But in this haunted hotel, there are a bunch of secret entrances into these underground tunnels. My favorite, the bookshelves that pull open into a staircase that lead into these tunnels. What is crazy about these tunnels is that no one has found the end to them. It's not just like the perimeter of the hotel, like no one has found the end to them. Some of them are collapsed because, again, they are from 300 plus years ago. What I think is crazy that actually gives me the chills, and my favorite thing about these tunnels, is that they are believed to actually be used in the Revolutionary War and the Underground Railroad. I think is so cool. The area that I live near, Stony Brook, which is where this hotel is, which is where I take you guys a lot for haunted stuff, is very haunted because it is from not only the Native Americans, it was a very active place in the Revolutionary War, and it just has so much history behind it. That is why so many things there are haunted. I think it is fascinating that no one has found the ending to these tunnels. Like, I would just want to go there one day and just explore with a large group of people and many flashlights, but I would want to explore and try to find the end of them. A few other places, like further away in Stony Brook, also have underground tunnels, so I'm 100% sure that they connect. I guess I'm not 100, I will say 99% sure that they connect. The history in these tunnels, like, they are just made to be haunted. I think that is insane. Oh my god, my favorite thing about this hotel that I don't know how I didn't tell you yet, is that it was a speakeasy, which means that back when alcohol was illegal, it is where people used to come and drink alcohol, like secret areas to drink alcohol. So it was not only that, but it is rumored that George Washington used to stay there during the Revolutionary War. Blows my mind. These tunnels down below this hotel is where they store a lot of their inventory, a lot of their alcohol, their food, all that stuff. They store all of it down in these tunnels. It's just extra space that they have that wasn't being used. Since they store all this stuff down there, that means that the employees, while they work, if they need something, if let's say the bartender needs a bottle of Tito's vodka, they have to go down the staircase into these 300-year-old dark tunnels and get the bottle of vodka by themselves. You guys saw how creepy the tunnels look in my last video. I'll insert a picture or video of the tunnels right here just to re-jog your memory. But they have to go down there by themselves. And this, I was offered a job there many times, and this is the main reason why I have not taken the job there. You cannot catch me dead in those tunnels by myself. My friend has so many stories and so many haunted stuff that has happened in the tunnels, but this is just one of them. Like, I just picked one because I can't tell them all in this video. We'd be here all day. One day she had to go down for something. I think she was going down for a box of wine or something, a box of alcohol, and she was down there and she heard someone in the tunnel like walking, which isn't like the weirdest thing, but it's kind of weird because it would be coincidental that you'd be down there with someone else and not see them going down with you, you know what I mean? She heard someone walking and she figured it was like a chef or one of the cooks or something, so she didn't think anything of it. And all of a sudden she's getting the bottle of alcohol and she hears whistling. Now, I think the craziest part of the story is that she didn't hear the whistling down the hallway. She said she heard it right in her ear, as if someone was leaning with their chin on her shoulder, whistling. She obviously quickly jerked and turned around and saw no one there, and she looked down the tunnels, no one to be found. And keep in mind, these tunnels are dark. You can only see a certain distance in front of you, but she said it sounded like someone was leaning on her shoulder, whistling right in her ear. She literally threw the box of alcohol down and ran up the stairs. She did not stop that day. She didn't do anything that day. She did not go back down in those tunnels for a few weeks. You have to imagine that if these tunnels were used in the Revolutionary War, where so many people died, and the Underground Railroad, which is a very, like, obviously brutal time, you have to think how haunted they must be. But yeah, those are just a few of the very haunted stories I have from that hotel. If you guys want me to interview some other employees there, let me know in the comments down below. If you guys did like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. I'm sorry Loey and Hailey weren't in this video, but we always make videos together. You guys will see them again. I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, don't forget to subscribe to me. I usually make funny videos, but I also make scary videos. If you're new here and didn't know that, now you know. Don't forget to let me know if you want Fandrews or Androids in the comments down below. I'll be posting a few more scary videos before Halloween, so I hope you guys are ready. And yeah, until next week, I will see you guys next week. Bye.